Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 10th of June. We have quite a few mods today and a few updates, and we've got 3 new maps. The updates first. From the left, the Lizard Lek 06M Roll by Unorbi, the New Holland T9 series by KrkzModding Coal Farms, the map National Valley by Gwendol, and the Bailey CT14 by AgrarDesignAustria have all had updates today. So, the maps are Delusion by Norblin, Riverside Farms by Missy B, and The Great Plateaus by TNT Modding. I will get on to map tours as soon as possible. They won't all be today. I might get one done today. I might have to do one tomorrow, maybe one Saturday as well. I'm trying to work out how to get it all fitted in. But anyway, first of the mods. Oh, we've got Seasons Geo Riverside Farm that goes with Riverside Farms by Missy B. In front of me, we've got the Agramark Portable Fueling Canister Buying Station. This is 0.18 megabytes download, 1 slot on console, and this is by KrkzModding. Now, this is quite an interesting development, I guess. It's pick-upable, movable. You can put it into pickups. You can take it wherever you like. Meant to put that down, not throw it. I keep doing that. Let's try that again, shall we? Nice and neat. No. Let's see if we can put it down. No, it doesn't want to stay up. So we can drive off, we can do whatever we want with it, but it's a buy point, so it doesn't actually have a capacity. That kind of then makes it part of that kind of fuel trailer thing that you can take that anywhere, drop it off, and vehicles can come to it, and you can use it as a refueling station without a limit on supply. You're going to be buying the fuel anyway, whether you go and get it from a fuel pump, take it in a tanker and bring it out. You might as well do it all in the field. Now, actually, I don't know if it will this refuel with it in the back. L3, yeah. Did I take any fuel or not? But you can. Portable fueling canister. Obviously just don't need it at the moment. So that's an interesting one. You'll find it under placeables and miscellaneous. It's only 500 to buy, and yeah, like I say, does what it says on the can. Take it, do what you like with it, use it as a fuel point, gas station. Yeah, there you go. That's by KrkzModding. Next, we have got the Sheep Husbandry South America by Vergamini Modding Lostgamer. This is 7.85 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. Nicely detailed. This will hold 300 sheep. The water point, very clearly marked there, very nice. Your buy, sell, load or unload point is all over here. Your dialog box for your 300. Maybe they're Spartan sheep. As you can see, your wool spawns here, and your feed goes in this section here. We can go right the way through, open up and go in. If you've got a vehicle that you need to turn around or you want to cut their grass or something like that. It is, I believe it's seasons ready. That's a good point. I better check that. I checked all the other ones and didn't check the animal husbandry. It doesn't actually say. But what I do like as well, we've got this bit to the side here that comes like that. You've got your sort of shepherd hut, sheep shearer. You know, when you're doing your shearing, you can come in here, wash up, make yourself a drink, bite to eat. Especially if it's lambing season, you can stay overnight. I wonder if that opens as well. It does. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So there you go. I like that. It's not too big either. Not a bad size. You'll find it under placeables and animal pens. 90,000 to buy. Slot count will drop down from 13 to 1 for any subsequent one you place. There you go. Sheep Husbandry South America by Vergamini Modding Lostgamer. Next, we've got the American Garden Shed. This by OKUSEDMODS. It is 0.97 megabytes download, 1 slot on console. You'll find this under placeables and sheds. And that's it. for putting whatever you want into. I can't remember how much this was though. Undersheds, 2,500 was all it was. Slot count's 1 anyway, so it stays at 1. Then we got, sorry, that's by OKUSEDMODS. Next we have got, this is a bit of a weird one again, The Modern House. This is by pawelk, prudukszyn, I think it is. 5.2 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. When we go round it, so when I go round it, there is a light switch here that we can, he says, we can turn on and off. Let me just open this. You can't actually get down here. There's a collision. You kind of get stuck. There we go. There is a light switch on and off. Weirdly, there's a garage door, but it won't open. When we come around to the side and look in the window, there's a space in there. Just can't access it. If we come round to the side, there's all this detail here. We do have another light switch just there. Can't go into the building itself. There's blinds down all over. We can move the barbecue and the plants if you want to. But it's under farmhouses. But there's no sleep trigger. It's odd. So I don't know if it shouldn't be in farmhouses, because according to the website, when you click on it on the website, it's under category object. So it does say it's seasons ready. It's quite pricey for just an object. So like I say, you'll find it under farmhouses. That's why I thought it was a sleep trigger. 62,250. But I can't personally find where that sleep trigger might be. I thought it was in there, but you can't get any closer to it than that. So there you go. Take it as you will. The Modern House by pawelk, prudukszyn. Next, we have got the British Shed Pack. I like the detail on this. I like the texturing. I like the weathering. This is a really nicely made pack. There are 3 sheds in this pack. It is by AMG Gaming, 18.2 megabytes download, 13 slots, and the one round there is 12 slots. We've got lighting on both of these two. The lighting is just there. We've got an open shed. We've got a closed-in sort of grain shed with the block work in between all the sections. Like I say, it looks brilliant. Very nice. Also under placeables and sheds. So British Open Shed is 19,000. The British Grain Shed is 21,000, and the British Bale Shed is 17,000. The British Bale Shed doesn't have lighting, but it is just for storing. Well, it doesn't have to be bales. It can be pallets. It can be anything you like. You can just put vehicles in there if you wish. That's the British Shed Pack by AMG Modding. Very nice indeed. Next, we've got this. This is the Timberframe Fieldshed. This is by Deflex and Raabiboy. 18.3 megabytes download, 12 slots each. We've got a large and a small. The difference between the two is this one's got like the kind of carport overhang shelter on the side. But other than that, they're pretty much identical. First section here is a drive-through closed in on both sides, and we do have lighting just there. This is another one. Great detailing with the brickwork and the posts and beams, and you know, it looks really nice. And the second section is open and not drive-through. 2 doors, light switch just there on this one. There's no hayloft or anything with it, but like I say, very nicely detailed, not a bad size. Also under placeables and sheds, the Fieldshed Big is 8,500, the Fieldshed Small is 8,000. Slot counts will drop down from 12 to 1. For any subsequent one you place. I will do the lights later on. Next, we have got this. This is the Lizard Famed 913 Chisel by KrkzModding, 8.88 megabytes download. 2 slots and 3 slots, because there are 2 of these. There's the 9 and there's the 13. One is 3.3 meters, one is 5 point something, which is the one I've got here. Fairly large chisel plough. It is under ploughs. It does say chisel. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a cultivator or a plough, but it is definitely a plough. You'll find it under tools, and guess what? Ploughs. So the famed 9 chisel is 18,750, requires 100 horsepower, 3.3 meters wide, slot count is 2. There are no options available, runs at 6 miles an hour, you can't change colours or anything like that, it comes in red. And then the famed 13 chisel is 5.7 meters. Requires 170 horsepower, also runs at 6 miles an hour, slot count will come down from 3 to 1, which is the one I've got. You could probably do with the front weight on this. So, we drop it down and off we go. You can also create fields. You can with most ploughs. There are some cultivators and there are different mods and packs that allow you to do it with different things. L1 and triangle will allow you to create fields. So you can extend, expand, create your own from nothing, should you wish to do so. So that's the Lizard famed 913 chisel by KrkzModding. Next, actually what I should do is drop that. Stored energy and all that. Next we have got the Pöttinger Top 722. This is by Konstii.ls, Fabian Gogobear, HoFFi, Noah 1735 and Retaurus. It's 20.73 megabytes to download, 15 slots on console. This is an adjustable windrower. I think it goes from, hang on, I'm going to double check this, 6.6 meters to 7.2, so you can have it on either width. I'm not sure if you can do it somewhere in between, probably. Very nicely detailed. Slightly larger in the Pöttinger ranges. Sorry, I say Pöttinger. I always say it's definitely that way around. You'll find it under windrowers. 40,000, 75 horsepower required. Runs at 11 miles per hour. Now this, it says we can change the main colour. As far as I can tell, it changes one bar, I think, from red to black. That runs down from one of the sides. Rim colour, we've got 2 options of grey. We've got grey or grey. And then design colour, we can have yellow rubber or yellow plastic. That's the side sheeting. Then we've got fenders, yes or no. So you have fenders over the wheels if you want it. Weight set, that's on 3-point. If you want it, then wheel set up, you can have a 16-inch or a 17-inch. Those are your options. What we'll do is unfold. It does have some of the tines, if you look at both of the rotors on that, the tops of the rotors are missing for transport, keeps it low. When you unfold it, it takes the tines from the back that are stored here and puts them on. There we go. So they're now on and ready to operate. I'll go to the other end because then we'll be in this. Actually, we're in the sunlight here, aren't we? It's not too bad. I'm going to open my help menu just to make sure. L1 and right stick side to side. So L1 and right stick that way opens the left rotor. R1 and right stick that way opens the right rotor. So that's what takes you from the 6.6 to the 7.2 meter. And yeah, you can leave it at any point in between. So I don't know why you would, but you can if you want to. If you had a particular gap that was somewhere between those two, you can stop if you want to. We turn it on, we drop it down, and it windrows out to the right. Well, that's interesting. It's doing a double. Okay. It's doing a double windrow. That's interesting. Not sure if I've come across that before. It normally spins them both, so they'll go from the outside to the middle, but it's doing that rotor there, it's putting a swath here, that rotor is putting a swath to the outside. There's not another option, is there? Oh, hang on, yes there is. Select work mode. night swaths. Night swaths? Okay, that's interesting. Let's do it again. Select mode side swath, night swath, double swaths. Side swath, double swath. I'm just getting double regardless what I do. Side swath. Ah, there we go. So, one to the middle, then one to the outside. So we can just have a side swath, or we can have a double. I was thinking that's odd. I've never come across that before, but that's an interesting one to have. I don't know. I'm trying to think why you would want to have a double, but you can. You've got the option to switch that work mode from side swath, which puts it all out to the right, or night swath, which gives you doubles. Fold that way. That's the Pöttinger Top 722 by Konstii.ls, Fabian, Gogobear, HoFFi, Noah 1735 and Retaurus. Moving on from there. We have this, the Fliegl ASW 256 by AgrarDesignAustria, 5.48 megabytes download. It is 9 slots on console. It's like the Fliegl Bull. The Fliegl Bull, and there was a modded one that went up to, I think, 40,000 odd litres. This is only a 26,000 litre. It's a sort of stubby, shortened version. The great thing about the Fliegl Bulls was they all hooked together. This doesn't. There's no rear trailer hitch. But it's a nice looking trailer. Not a bad capacity. This is a push trailer as well, so 26,000 litres, but it's not a tip. So if you've got those barns and buildings with fairly low ceilings, these sorts of trailers are pretty handy. This, I've already said it's by AgrarDesignAustria, haven't I? You'll find it under Tools and Trailers. 40,000 for a 26,000 litre capacity. There are no options available on it. You get it as it comes. And when it unloads, L1, R1 and triangle. It does that, as you might expect from a push trailer. Not much else to say about that one. The Fliegl ASW 256 by AgrarDesignAustria. Very nice indeed. Next, we've got this is the Lizard Sam 14 by Puszkap and Kashtan 18 at 12.14 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. It is a bale trailer. As you can see, straps across it. We can have an old design configuration with the wood. I actually prefer the wooden one. Don't know why. Don't know, it just looks a little bit more kind of authentic's the wrong word, but also with straps. You'll find it under baling technology. It's only 4,000, not a bad size. I was thinking we've already had one like this, and we have, but I don't think it was as big as this, or was it? I can't quite remember, but there was one that looked very much like this. Design colour, we can choose anything on that palette, which does the deck and the krills at the end. Main colour does the chassis, like so. Rim colour, as you can imagine, does the rim colour. Then we've got design standard, or if you go for design 1, it gives you a wooden deck and end krills, but the main colour will stay the same, so you can switch the main colour around if you want to for that. And then we've got, yeah, back to standard. And then we've got wheel setup design 1. This just changes the tread patterns, I think, on this. Design 1, design 2, 3, and 4. And they're back in. There we go. The Lizard Sam 14 by Puszkap and Kashtan 18, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. There are quite a few options. It's not, there's lots of different tractors, but I liked a lot of the different options, and I wanted to kind of show a few of the different choices other than just in the menu, because I quite liked it. This is the John Deere 6300 6405 by SleutjesModding. It's 24.43 megabytes download. 21 slots each. There's a 2-wheel drive version and a 4-wheel drive version. As you can see, the 2-wheel drive version looks a little bit like that, and the 4-wheel drive version looks a little bit like that. very nice mods. Quite a few options for tyres. Nice detailing. I think because it's SleutjesModding, it's a South American design one. Probably a bit of a giveaway with the open cab design. And the tyre options as well. There's some quite wide wheelbase ones like that, which I really do like the look of. And there's rice tyres, and that one I think we went rice tyres as well. Not that specific to South America, but we are seeing quite a lot of those in the mod hub. So, let's say, very nicely made. You'll find it under, I think it was small tractors, vehicles and small tractors. Yeah, because I think it's only 100 and 105 horsepower, the two options. So we've got the 4x4 and the 4x2. We'll look at the two-wheel drive first. 13,500 for the two-wheel drive, 15,500 for the four-wheel drive. That's the base models, obviously. Slot counts will go down from 21 to 2 for any subsequent one you get. Main colour changes the seat colour. So you've got standard or original. There's a black, a grey, and there's a leather, which I quite like the look of. So you can have a leather seat. Configurations, we've got standard, 240 kilogram weight, 400 kilogram weight, 560 kilogram weight, or off again. Then we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Lizard, back again. Now, I'll go through all the tyre options, but I won't read them all out. There are quite a few. If I swing around to the back, you can see the back tyres change as well on this one, but then under Michelin, and under Lizard, so a few to choose from. Then Design Original, Exhaust Chrome, which is the tip, or the whole exhaust chrome, or back to original. Engine setup 100 horsepower or 105 horsepower. And then we got front loader attacher, yes or no, on the two-wheel drive version. Then the four-wheel drive version, no, that was then the four-wheel drive version, there we go, that's better. Same options for main colour, we'll do the seat colour. Configurations are exactly the same for the front, for standard. Weight options are exactly the same. Trelleborg, Michelin, Lizard, again for the options. Difference this time is a few of the front tyre options change. I don't think there's any that have duals all round. Under Michelin, I do like the Michelin configurations, I'll be honest, out of all of them. Personal preference, but I prefer the larger rim on it. I don't know why. That's quite cool. Then under Lizard, then again original, chrome tip, chrome all, and then we got engine setup. Oh no, you've got a front loader attacher on this one as well. 100 or 105 horsepower, front loader attacher, yes or no. So two-wheel drive option, I went for a wider tyre choice on that one. I can't remember what all the different configurations were on this. That two-wheel drive version, I went for the narrower ones. I think they may have been the Nokians on that one for a much narrower configuration. Then on the four-wheel drive options, I went for duals on that one. I like the look of the spacing and the way it looked on the back of that one. Went for the rice tyres on that one. And then that one I went for the big kind of flotation tyres on the back of that. I thought it looked rather chunky. So let's jump in, start it up. Horn, lights, indicators up the top and on the rear. No beacons. What I do like in first person, if we look down to bottom right, down here, is the gear levers. So in reverse, let's back up, it puts in reverse. Now I know there are lots of tractors that do this, so I just like the way the gear levers are all moving. Right, so we're in 1 at the moment. We go into drive, so the gear stick goes, or the lever goes forward to forward. We go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and we speed up with the throttle on there as well. Come back down into reverse, 2, 3. I like it. I think it's brilliant. Nice mod, this. And there we go. That's it for today. Apart from the maps, obviously. Oh, no rest for the wicked. Lights off. So there we go. That's the John Deere 6300 6405 by SleutjesModding, and the end of the mod review for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.